Assalamualaikum and good morning to all members. If we are all here, let's get started with Kitab Al-Fatiha. I would like to thank all of you for making yourselves available for this meeting, and it is a pleasure to welcome Mr. Muhammad Nik Zulfikar bin Wai. He is from the Ministry of Education Malaysia. I have received apologies for the absence of Mr. Paul Jiat Lui, who cannot attend this meeting as he was found to have dengue disease a few days ago. We wish the best for him. I'm also afraid that Miss Jen Hai cannot be with us today because she is attending an important course in Kuching, Sarawak. Overall, I am glad that most of you can make it here. Also, I would like to remind all of you to confirm your attendance before we going out from this meeting room. As you can see from the agenda, we will be talking about our plans and strategies to provide quality education to support the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. Before we proceed, I would like everyone to go over the minutes of our previous meeting. Do you guys have any amendment to make?
To begin, I would like to go through the minutes of our last meeting, which was held on April 30, 2023. If I may interrupt, Mr. Haziq, I think there is a slight error on page 3, where the total accepted fees were incorrectly stated as 4,000 instead of 40,000 ringgit.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ares. Yes, I do recall that. I will take note of this and make necessary correction later. Is there any other amendment?
I noticed an error with our community partnership in the last minutes of meeting. I would like to inform again that our community partnership is not with AIA Malaysia but AIMS Scholarships.
I see. Well, thank you again for informing me about that. I almost forgot about that matter. I definitely will do some notes on all of this matter. Now, is there any other amendment?
I think there is no other amendments.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, thank you. In that case, would someone propose that the minute of the previous meeting be accepted, please?
I propose that the minutes of the last meeting be accepted.
Thank you, Mrs. Hani. Could someone please second the proposal?
I second the proposal.
Alright, thank you, Mrs. Iman. For second the amendment, I hereby confirm the minutes of the last meeting with two amendments. Before we proceed with the agendas, is there any arising matter that anyone would like to ask?
Yes, Mr. Haziq, before we begin, I have a couple of inquiries I would like to address. Firstly, I wanted to know the status of the production delays and quality control issues we have been experiencing in our manufacturing facilities at Sonic Group Corporation.
Well, Mrs. Hazika, we've been actively investigating the root causes of these delays, and it seems that we've encountered some logistical challenges at one of our key suppliers' facilities. However, we're not taking this lightly. We have already started exploring alternative suppliers to mitigate the impact on our production schedule. We're working closely with our manufacturing partners to resolve these issues and improve our quality control process.
Thank you for the update. That sounds promising. Secondly, I noticed that the posters for the Student Device Program and the Innovative Educator Seminar were not distributed ahead of the meeting as planned. Could you please shed some light on this matter?
Mr. Haziq, it seems there was a miscommunication or oversight in distributing the posters prior to the meeting. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. We will ensure that the posters are shared promptly after this meeting to maximize their effectiveness and reach our intended audience.
Okay, good. Speaking of updates, I was wondering about our marketing strategy. What progress have we made in that area, Mr. Harris?
All right. For your information, we've been actively working on our marketing strategy to enhance brand awareness, increase customer engagement, and boost sales. In the past quarter, we launched a digital marketing campaign specifically targeting our key demographics across various online platforms. So the initial response has been promising. We've increased website traffic and high engagement in our social media channels. Additionally, we recently formed a partnership with a popular influencer in our industry. This influencer has a large followings and aligns perfectly with our target audience. This collaboration has significantly expanded our customer base and generated positive buzz around our products.
That's fantastic news. It sounds like our marketing efforts are paying off. I'm glad to see our brand gaining traction. Keep up the great work, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. We were thrilled with the initial results, but we were committed to continuous improvements. We'll continue monitoring the effectiveness of our marketing initiatives and make any necessary adjustments to ensure long-term success.
It's great to see progress being made in different areas of the company. Let's keep up the momentum and work together to overcome any challenges we face. Are there any other updates or concerns to discuss today?
No, Mr. Haziq.
Mrs. Hazika, how about the student device program? Is everything going well? Can you tell us about the progress of the program?
Yes, Mr. Haziq. As in our previous meeting, we have unanimously to propose University of Malaya as the recipient of device donations for their students since is the top MyIPTS university in Malaysia. Last week, I was informed by the public relations team that the Dean of agreed to collaborate with us and the devices will be provided for B14 students only. We will provide them with iPad collection since it is the top brand in our company. We also received the list of students eligible for the donations and will set a date for the distribution event as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hazika, but I have to disagree with you to distribute iPads to students. I think it would be better if we provide them with our new collection of Samsung tablets. This is more suitable for students to use it to study.
I have to agree with Mrs. Hani because iPad costs more provisions. In addition, this is the first time we do the donation.
I think those ideas are brilliant. I agree with Mrs. Hani and Mr. Haris about this matter. We proceed with Samsung tablet donation to the student. Mrs. Hazika, after you decide the date, please let me know so I can vacate my schedule for that week.
Alright, Mr. Haziq, I will update for the confirmation to you soon.
Now, let's move on to our second agenda, which for now we have decided to partner with AIMS Scholarship. Now, I want to hear the details of the partnership from Mrs. Iman as the committee that manage this related matter.
Sure, Mr. Chairperson. Before I start, I would like to inform that our partnership with AIMS Scholarships have recently been approved by Ms. Nadia Zawani, the Head of Mobility, and also joined by Mrs. Noraihan Nordin, the Head of Administration of iPutra, and Ms. Haja Najah Fauzi, the Outbound Administrator. To be clear, AIMS is an exclusive program under the umbrella of Malaysian Higher Education through 10 selected Malaysia's public university members in collaboration between ASEAN region government. Each selected university offers 4 types of fields chosen by the Ministry of Higher Education to be offered to G2G university members such as agriculture, forestry and environment, business and management, and also food technology and science. AIMS program is a SIMU-RIHITS regional initiative to support the mobility of students and enhance cooperation in higher education among countries in Asia.
That sounds good. Can you please explain the initiatives that was taken?
Yes, I would like to draw the attention of our goals on optimizing AIMS scholarship allocation for 34 future recipients to undergo outbound mobility program to 9 ASEAN countries in September 2023. We also plan for organizing a dedicated webinar to boost awareness about the scholarship opportunity among local undergraduate students. I believe that our partnership with AIMS will contribute a lot to the convenience of the students.
Alright, Mrs. Iman, thank you for clarifying the ideas. I believe you have already proceeded with your plan and please take note to update to me in the next meeting. I'm afraid we have a few minutes left. Is there any other agenda to discuss?
Mr. Haziq, I want to discuss the seminar that will take place at PWTC. Do you have a moment to go over the report?
Okay, Mr. Ares. I'm interested to hear about the progress update of the Innovative Educator Seminar that plan will take place at PWTC. Please go ahead.
Alright, Mr. Haziq. So the seminar had several objectives outlined in the report. Firstly, it aimed to bring together educators from various institutions to foster knowledge exchange and inspiration. It also focused on exploring innovative teaching methodologies and enhancing professional developments and education quality. These objectives align well with our company's vision for education.
That's fantastic, Haris. It's essential to provide educators with platforms for collaboration and idea sharing. Can you tell me about the planned activities during the seminar?
Absolutely. The seminar included keynote speeches by experts in educational technology, learner-centered approaches, and sustainable practices. These speeches aim to provide valuable insights and inspire educators to think beyond traditional teaching methods. Additionally, there were interactive workshops and panel discussions, allowing for active engagements, discussions, and hands-on activities.
That sounds like a well-rounded program. What were the expected outcomes of the seminar?
According to the plan, the seminar aimed to facilitate the exchange of best practices among educators and identify innovative teaching methodologies. Additionally, the establishment of a network for ongoing collaboration and knowledge sharing was a key objective. By achieving these outcomes, we can empower educators to enhance their teaching methods and better prepare students for the challenges and opportunities of the future.
That's impressive, Mr. Harris. The significance of such initiative cannot be overstated. By encouraging educators to think beyond traditional methods, we can foster a more innovative and effective education system.
Excellent. It's wonderful to know that the seminar will be a success and achieve its objectives. It demonstrates our commitment to supporting educators and improving education quality. Thank you for sharing the progress, Haris.
You're welcome, Mr. Haziq. It was my pleasure. Initiatives like these are crucial for the growth and development of the education sector. Let's continue to explore opportunities for collaboration and innovation in education moving forward.
Next, I'm gladly to invite Mrs. Hani to present the confirmation approval of new education app from Minister of Education.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. Regarding our recent meeting with the Minister of Education, I am pleased to inform you that the Minister has confirmed and approved the implementation of our new education app, which is a significant milestone for our organization and the education sector as a whole. During the meeting, we had the opportunity to showcase the app's features, its potential impact on student learning, and the benefits it offers to both teachers and parents. The minister was highly impressed by the app's capabilities and its alignment with the ministry's vision of embracing technology to enhance the educational experience. The minister also expressed appreciation for the comprehensive research, development, and testing that went into creating the app.
Is there anything else to add? I would like to hear more.
All right. He also commended our team for their dedication and hard work, recognizing the tremendous potential this app holds in revolutionizing education in our country. With the minister's confirmation and approval, we can now proceed with the next steps of the implementation process.
How about the deployment plan and timeline, Mrs. Hani?
The deployment plan and timeline will be shared with all relevant departments and stakeholders in the coming days. We will work closely with the ministry to ensure a smooth and efficient rollout of the app across schools nationwide. This achievement is a testament to our collective efforts, and I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you who contributed to this project. Your expertise, creativity, and commitment have been instrumental in making this app a reality. Moving forward, we will continue to collaborate closely with the ministry to address any further inquiries or requirements they may have. Regular progress updates will be communicated to keep everyone informed and engaged throughout the implementation phase.
Thank you, Mrs. Hani, for the enlightenment. I very much agree with this meeting. Our company will become much stronger because we have a strong network with the government, which is the Ministry of Education. Now, let's go to our final agenda, which is about our current financial strategies. Mrs. Hazika, can you start off the discussion about student device program?
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. To start off, we will need to look at the device procurement. Our company has allocated 15,000 ringgit to purchase tablets, laptops, and any other electric devices to distribute among B14 students in the University of Malaya. Following, we will need to look at the device maintenance and support. In addition to procurement, funds have been allocated for device maintenance and technical support. This ensures that students receive uninterrupted access to educational tools and resources.
Thank you, Mrs. Hazika. Next, for the scholarship program, I give to Mrs. Iman to present it.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. For the scholarship program, we take a look at funding first, which we have set aside 10,310 ringgit to provide scholarships to deserving students. These funds cover tuition fees, books, and other educational expenses, enabling students from economically disadvantaged backgrounds to pursue their studies. Alongside, for the selection process and administration, a portion of the allocated funds is used to manage the scholarship program, including advertising, application processing, and the evaluation and selection of eligible candidates.
Thank you, Mrs. Iman. Next, I would like to hear about Innovative Educator Seminar by Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. First, we look at the event organization. We have allocated 7,010 ringgit to organize the seminar, including venue rental, event promotion, and logistics management. On the other side, for the speaker honorarium and travel, funds have been allocated to invite renowned speakers and cover their honorarium and travel expenses. These speakers bring valuable insights and share best practices to inspire and equip educators with innovative teaching methods.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Then, for the education app for MOE, I would like Mrs. Hani to present it.
Thank you, Mr. Haziq. First, for the app development, Sonic Group Corporation invested 15,720 ringgit in the development and maintenance of the education app. This includes costs associated with software development, design, quality assurance, and ongoing updates. Then, for the user support and training, funds have been allocated to provide user support and training to teachers, students, and administrators to ensure effective utilization of the app. This includes developing user manuals, in conducting training sessions, and providing technical assistance.
I could not agree more with these financial strategies, but I accept all the budget need for this strategy. Thank you everyone for the idea. Everyone, please take action, and Mrs. Hani, please come up with a full report regarding with this matter in the next meeting. After all, I have an appointment with Henry and Co. after this. Shall we close this discussion for now and continue to any other business?
Yes, Mr. Haziq, I talked to Zulai last night. She seemed very sad and troubled. Her son, Alan, had been hospitalized for 3 days. She has to pay all the costs since she is not a Malaysian. Can we use some amount from the company fund to help her?
Yes, thanks for reminding me about this. We may take 1,000 ringgit from our fund and give it to her. Can Mrs. Iman handle this since you are in charge of the fund?
Sure, Mrs. Hani and I may visit them after work.
Thank you, and please send her my regards. Mrs. Hani, when will we meet again?
We will meet again here on 10 June since everyone is busy for the next 2 weeks. At 10 a.m., I will send notice prior to the meeting.
Okay, anything else? Alright, then. That's it. Overall, good job everyone. Your sharp strategies and teamwork really shaping this company to a better future, inshallah. Thanks to all for your attendance. Will someone propose the meeting to be adjourned?
I propose the meeting to be adjourned.
Seconded?
I second the motion.
That is all for today. Let us recite Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-As. Everyone may leave now. See you at the next meeting.